Without wasting further time, I want to quickly give every listener today what I call the 4 C's. And that 4 C's has to do with how you can apply all we have been saying. The 4 C's will help you to quickly launch into the practicalization, because we quoted Anthony Robbins some weeks ago as saying that it is not knowing what to do, but doing what you know. It is not knowing what to do. A lot of people know what to do nowadays, but where the problem lies is doing what you know. So let all that we are sharing here not be a waste, because it is not knowing what to do, but doing what you know. And last week also, or rather in the last episode, I also tried to share the difference between entrepreneurs and professors. And I said that entrepreneurs study a little about a lot. Professors study a lot about a little. That is why an entrepreneur can come here or come into Ebonyi and look at the agricultural sector of Ebonyi State. He doesn't need to go. He will not need to go, or he or she will not need to go studying agricultural science in the university. He will simply read little information, get little practical experience in agriculture, and invest his money in agriculture. He will equally go into the field of manufacturing and see the potentials, study a little. Those things may just be read up in on the internet or in the newspaper or whatever booklet, and then invest into that area. He goes into another sector, including health sector. He doesn't need to become a medical doctor to invest in the medical line. All he needs to do is just to acquire little experience. But in the case of professors, which is not bad anyway, we need professors, but we just want to give you the difference between professors and entrepreneurs. Professors now can start from doing sciences. Maybe somebody who wants to become a professor of medicine, we start reading sciences in the secondary school, go to the university maybe to read medicine, and then from medicine he goes to study psychiatric medicine in masters, and then goes into, I'm just giving an example, maybe go into doctorate in nervous psychiatric medicine, then go into professorship in just little. So they study a lot about a little. So there's this narrowing, there's this convergence. But the entrepreneurs diversify. They study a little about a lot. And we always say that wealth is created first of all by concentration, and then multiplied by diversification. I repeat again, wealth is created by concentration and multiplied by diversification. And in our society today, globally, you don't need to make wealth with, in fact, it is almost impossible to create wealth and remain wealthy with one source of income. So there's need for diversification, and that's why this knowledge is important. Now, when we're talking about skill and service export, you can be multi-skilled, you can be multitasking, you can be multifaceted. So you don't need to narrow yourself in one area. So that's why when Mr. Tony will begin to give you various apps and skills that you need, please pay attention and download all of them if possible, so that you'll be multitasking. Then, in summary, as far as I'm concerned, I want to give you 4 C's. C number 1 is commence. There is always a time to commence. And without commencement, there is no progress. And so, if you are not commencing now, then something is wrong. And what is that thing that is wrong? Procrastination. So there's need to commence. Then C number 2 is continue. A lot of people commence, but they fail to continue. We have a lot of projects that were commenced, even in government. Still people who commence projects that cannot be, that doesn't continue or will not continue. So as a person, whatever you say you're going to do in the year 2023, commence, continue. Okay? And then C number 3 is conclude. When you continue any project, please try as much as you can to conclude it. And finally, complete. Some people will always ask me question, what is the difference between conclusion and completion? Yes. So you can conclude a thing without completing it. It's just like saying that you finish building a house, okay? And then you leave everywhere open. You need to lock the house that you have built. Even though you have finished putting all the fittings and all of that, you need to lock the gate and then hand over the key to somebody and say, look, I've completed this project. So because from productivity development, we will eventually delve into project management. What is project management? Project management is management of projects. And what is a project? Project is multi-tasks. When different activities are put together, it forms a project. So when we say productivity, we say, okay, you must time your task and task your time. Now, when those tasks are now beginning to be much, like now where Mr. Tony is going to give you various apps and you are going to be handling all of this, it becomes a project. Okay, so you need some project management experience to be able to succeed. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, our participants, we want you to pay attention to the various apps that will enable you to increase productivity. Mr. Tony, please.
Thank you very much, my amiable DG. It's always a pleasure to work with you. Good evening, beautiful people of Ebonyi. We're back again and we're at it again. And today I want to give you some practical steps. We've talked about, some of the, courses, some of the training, some of the digital and tech skills that we are bringing to you that will help you maximize your, profitability potentials in 2023 and going forward, right? So we've been happy on this. We talked about some digital skills in the area of videography, audiography, sound tech. Last time I was here, I talked about real estate, some skills in real estate, the money science, in real estate. We talked about vertical space management. We talked about the digital seller. We talked about call center management, affiliate marketing, KDP, Amazon FBA, digital and social media marketing. We talked about different tech skills. So today I want to narrow it down. I don't want to harp on those different skills. I want to do a practical step-to-step thing with you in preparation for our training on the 21st. Okay, so if you had your phones, I want you to download some apps. Okay, if you don't have data, take these apps down and make sure that you buy data and download them and be ready for what we are practical steps we're going to take on the 21st, so I can show you how to start making money, already in this month of January 2023. So if you have your phones, go to Google Play Store and download Fiverr. It's spelled Fiverr, 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 right? Then you go search for, download that and leave it aside. Then you download. You don't have to download all of them. You can download 2, but if you want to download all of them, if you have enough space, that's okay. You can download Upwork. Upwork is UPWORK. You can download Flex Jobs, FLEXJOBS, and then you can download Guru, GURU. These are freelance apps. There are about 16 of them or more. I have a list of 16 here, but I've just given you 4. Right? So if you go into Fiverr, for example, you'll see the different categories you have on Fiverr. You have graphics design, you have digital marketing, you have writing and translation, you have video and animation, you have music and audio, you have programming and tech, you have data. That is where you have data science. And under data science, you have data analytics and all of that. That has to do with, the customer's behavior and data and all of that, because data is big business today. Then you have business, you have lifestyle, you have photography. Now you can key in to any of these categories and make good money. Right? What this means is that these areas are requiring different professionals that offer these services to go there and set up their profiles, and the website, the database will begin to promote them. But I want to let you know how simple it is, to have these things happen. Right? There's something we call my friend on Fiverr. If you go to the search, you'll see the search bar right there. You type my friend. What you will find is profiles of people who have registered under my friend. For example, here number 1 on my phone here is $10. The next one is $30. What this simply means is that they are depressed people who don't have friends. All they do is come to Fiverr to talk to somebody, and they pay you just for talking to them. I am not joking. So you create a profile under my friend on Fiverr, and you put a beautiful picture of yourself. And just make sure you know how to speak grammar, you know how to blow good grammar. Because most of them will be Americans or English people. Because other people who don't speak English will try to subscribe, but if you don't speak their language, you can't communicate with them. But make sure you have good communication skills, and you list your services for $10 an hour, $30 an hour, right? Somebody who is depressed will log into Fiverr, go scroll through the pictures, and your face interests them. Your face, they will say, this person looks like a nice person that will talk to me nicely. They'll click on it on your own profile, enter and start talking to you. They will pay $5 and they will pay the money.
That's it.
$30 is what you are charging per hour to talk to somebody. They'll just walk in, click on it, pay the money, and start talking to you. At the end of the day, if they talk to you for 3 hours, they pay $30 times 3 hours. Is that not $90 in 3 hours? $90 is how much in Nigerian naira? That is some people's monthly salary.
I'm telling you.
So we're trying to show you the possibilities. So do me a favor. Download Fiverr. Like I said, Fiverr is spelled Fiverr. Fiverr. Or download Upwork or Flex Jobs or Guru. Flex Jobs is FLEXJOBS. Or Guru, GURU. Or Upwork, UPWORK. Now, after you've downloaded this, go a step further and download PayPal. Because what happens is that you live in Nigeria. When they pay you that $90, you can't collect it like that. You have to have another system to be able to allow you to collect that money. So the money will go to your PayPal account. So we'll show you how to link your PayPal account to these platforms so that when you are paid in dollars or in whatever currency, you can simply get your money in dollars and naira through the PayPal account, right? So download these apps, download PayPal as well. When we come on the 21st, we will do a practical guide of showing you how to fully set up, this platform. Some of you are really tech savvy, so you don't really need to wait for me on the 21st. You can start setting it up already. So if you go into the app, you'll see it's simple. You'll see a place where they have a profile. On the right hand side, you'll see a few lines. Click on it. It will show you some guides. You click in there, put in your name, put in your address, details about yourself, and then list other skills you have. If you work in data science, list it there. If you're a video editor, list it there. If you're an audio science, audio tech personnel, list it there, right? Complete your profile and click on send. Once the profile is up with your picture, people will start looking for you, right? People will start seeing you all over the world. You'll be surprised. This today or tomorrow, you may even get a client who would actually log in and give you a job, right?
Yeah.
So it's really that simple. Okay, so when we talk about creating, two things we want to do in Ebonyi, with the incoming administration is, first of all, create a middle class economy, right? So we want to bridge a gap between the very wealthy and the poor, right? When we talk about poor people, there are poor people everywhere. It's not just in Ebonyi State. So we're not trying to talk bad about Ebonyi or the past administration. No, what we're trying to say is that there's poverty in the land. In Enugu, where I live, there are many poor people, and we're teaching them these skills already. In Lagos, where you have a conglomeration of industries and seaports and all of that, you still have poor people. And so what we do is teach Nigerians how to liberate themselves from poverty, right? So we want to, first of all, create a middle class economy, where we create a middle ground between the very wealthy and the poor, and do what Lula da Silva did in Brazil. Take millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people from the poverty line and move them into the middle class, right? Because the middle class is what powers every business. If you do not have a very comfortable middle class, businesses won't grow. So when we take with these skills people from the poverty line and move them into the middle class, that means that every business that is set up in Ebonyi will have people to patronize these businesses and grow those businesses. So that's what we're trying to do, number one. And the second one we're trying to do is to also create a forex economy. Have thousands of citizens of Ebonyi who will earn foreign currency. So by forex economy, I mean foreign exchange. What that simply means is that people in Ebonyi will be able to offer services all over the world and be paid in pounds, in dollars, in yuan, in euro, just name it. And these are possible. Today, people are doing this in Lagos and Abuja. People are doing this in Enugu. Why not Ebonyi? It is possible here, okay? And so with the support of the present administration and the incoming administration, Ebonyi people, are going to be prepared, to join the rest of the world to start earning, in Forex, in the Forex economy. And Ebonyi would forever drive away poverty. So DG, I want to thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to serve the people of Ebonyi. Thank you very much.
Wow, this is wonderful. We are excited in Ebonyi State that something good is happening. We already have an airport that will start operation very soon.
Beautiful.
We have the international market. We have the best shopping mall in the whole of West Africa.
Great.
We have very hard-working people, very gifted, talented, highly educated people. So there's no reason not to be wealthy. And then the politics is changing ground. You can see what Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna Nwihuru is doing. This is, for me, disruption. Disruption of the norm. Before now, politics is come and share bags of salt and bags of crayfish. But you can see now, somebody is strategic and intentional in preparing the people, preparing the ground, getting everybody ready to practicalize the slogan, so there is no room for laziness. And the meaning of poverty, poor, P-O-O-R, it means passing over opportunities repeatedly. You see, so you don't need to pass over opportunity repeatedly. This is the time for Ebonians to key into this program. Forget about begging, hanging around politicians' doors. This is the time to have a skill or skills that will package you and position you for wealth creation.
That's right.
And finally, like I said, it is time to commence. Because some people are hearing this, they are taking notes, but they will not do anything.
That's right.
Please, Ebonyi, that's not the spirit of Ebonyi. Ebonyi is known for taking action. We are not known for coming last in anything. We need to take action now. Download the apps that have been mentioned. There are so many other apps, about 16 of them. You will unveil all of them on the 21st. I believe that the hall, we were tempted to say, if you don't have your permanent voter's card, don't come. But we are trying to resist that temptation.
Yes.
Let them just come. But Ebonians, you must get your PVC.
That's right.
Get it ready. We're going to vote in Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna Nwihuru.
Exactly.
So that he becomes the governor. So that these things will be implemented. Already, I and the coordinator, Mr. Tony Odugwe, in partnership with the Scholars Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we are already building an international scale acquisition and certification hub here in Ebonyi. We will not tell you where it is sited on TV, because that is one of the projects that Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna Nwihuru will be commissioning when it takes off. And I can see my friend Ugochukwu is already leveraging on Fiverr, because he speaks very well. So I believe he will be taking on the one of $50. So every hour he will be making $50 trying to talk to people who are depressed, and they are everywhere all over the world.
For somebody like him, there are other jobs on Fiverr that are good for him.
Yeah. So he will. But this time around, Ugochukwu will pay us. No problem. So Ebonians, thank you for listening. We'll be right back in the next episode.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't even feel like going again. Talking about Fiverr, I have commenced. Yes, I have downloaded and I'm doing the necessary things.
That's right.
So that I get started. So you do the same. Don't allow this opportunity to pass you by.